holding off on doing this video because I have something special coming, of course. I won't say what it is, but you'll eventually find out all these things about me. But I do want to give people a little background of my story and where it started, my journey. So, let's just say that I've always been a child that has had gifts. As a child, I've always been a seer, like I could see things in my dreams. Not physically, that's not one of the gifts that I want to possess. No, thank you. I don't want to see it. But I could see things before they happen. I can see it in my dreams, daydreaming, manifesting, like, yeah, a lot. So I've always had gifts, and my family, my immediate family, like my mom and her brothers, well, specifically one of her brothers, they are like the black sheep of the family. So they were into like different things. And I was introduced to a lot of like spiritual things early on in life as a kid growing up. And it kind of just stuck with me because it was truth, I knew truth, the energy, I knew it. And as I got older, I had been through some things in my life, and I was moving to a different state, and I was 21 at the time, 21 years old. And right before I moved, I kept seeing the number 1111, 1111 everywhere, every day, all day, all the time for like months, just like every day for 2 months. And y'all might think I'm exaggerating, but when I tell you this number, I seen it every day. It was like it was just something that it just became normal. I expected it, and at that time, this was 2014. Yep, 2014. And at that time, when I would look it up to see like what does this mean, it would always say, "Oh, this is an angel number. When you see 1111, make a wish." So that's what I started doing. I would make a wish, and I didn't really, I was like, okay, I believe in it because why does it keep showing up? It's something. I had enough sense to be like, hey, this is not normal. So I would make a wish, and a lot of times my wishes would be for a better life, a better situation, a better environment, um, um, healthy family, and boundaries. And I would have a lot of wishes that wouldn't be even selfish. It would just be for like the overall help of humanity. So it's like I started to like kind of move towards that energy, and I didn't know, 2-3 months down the line I would be moving to another state, and my whole life would change, like drastically, in the most healthiest way ever. um so I moved to a different state, and I lived with a family member for about a year and a half, and then I finally moved out on my own, got my own apartment, and taught myself how to drive. Yes, I did not know how to drive, you guys. I taught myself how to drive with my first car that I bought. And so by this time I was 22 in my own apartment. And I started off like hearing about the conscious community. Like on YouTube, I would watch like certain channels that was about the conscious community. And it was a lot of things that I agreed with. I'm like, this is different information that, you don't hear too often. Like, why is this stuff hidden? A lot of stuff I would agree with, a lot of stuff I didn't agree with, but I knew how to filter out that information. So I would start to wonder and, ask information like, what's going on? Like, something is missing. So, well, okay, let's go back a little bit. Hold on. I ended up having a panic attack. Never had a panic attack before in my life. And after I had the panic attack, something just told me to stop eating pork. And I was like, stop eating pork. I'm like, okay, no pork, okay. And I just stopped eating pork. I don't know what it was. It was just something. And don't you know when people be like, God spoke to me and told me? That's what it was. It was like something spoke to me and told me to stop eating pork. So that's what I did. It was like my body was telling me to not do it anymore. Stop eating pork. And at this time, I was really in search of what was really going on, because this conscious community and all this information that I was coming into and researching, I'm like, what's really going on in this world? So I started to step outside of asking Jesus, like, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, if there's any authority or higher power than Jesus, whoever it is, whatever it's called, assist me. I need some assistance. I need some answers. And I knew that I could seek and ye shall find. I knew I would find answers. And I said, should I be afraid that I'm going to go to hell if I don't believe in this Jesus that these people say of? And I don't really believe in it, but I'm scared that I'm going to go to hell. Like, I didn't know what to do, where to turn. But all I know, I was just asking. I didn't know who or what. I was just asking. And maybe, I don't know how much time passed after this. This was maybe about 2 months after this. I stumbled across this video, and it's this blue image, like this blue light, and the light was just so beautiful. Like, I had never seen that color blue before, and blue is my favorite color. So it was something that was like almost like put you in a trance or something. I'm like, what is this color? It just made me want to click on it. Clicked on it, and I'm expecting like this video, but instead this man's voice comes on, and he's starting to talk about numbers. So he's like, this is the year of 2000, what year was it? 2016. The year 7, and what it means, and 8, and transformation, and just so many things. The number 9, completion, and he's just going on and on about these numbers. And for some reason, I'm like, I don't know why it's captivating me like this. So I go outside, and I'm sitting outside on my balcony, and I had this boombox. And I plugged it up to it, and I'm sitting there listening to it like on this loud speaker. Like, it was just almost not loud, but it was a beautiful, beautiful spring night. It was a calm night. It was so calm. Like, you can hear the crickets, you can hear the people off in the distance, walking by the pool. It was just a beautiful, calm night. It was so serene. So the guy's sitting there talking, and out of nowhere, he gets to talking more about numbers and your experience and this spiritual awakening. So he was like, the number 7 is the year of spiritual awakening. You are awakening, and this and this and this and that. And I'm like, okay. And he said the magic words. he was saying, you know, all these things are going to happen. Things are going to, you know, start to change in your life, and you're going to start to see different, you know, with different lenses. And he was like, but whatever happens, don't be afraid. Whatever happens, don't be afraid. So I had been asking, should I be afraid that I'm going to go to hell if I don't believe in this Jesus, because it doesn't resonate with me anymore. It doesn't sit well in my spirit. And he said the magic words. And when he said that, I always get goosebumps. That calm, serene night, honey, when I tell you, it turned into like a sandstorm. The wind blew so hard. Oh my God. When I tell you, I'm sitting there looking up at the tree, because I'm like, this tree about to snap, how hard this wind was blowing, like it was a tornado or something. But it wasn't like scary. It was just like alarming, like, whoa, where did this just come from? As soon as he said those words, whatever happened, don't be afraid, the wind took off. And I sat there, and for the moment I braced myself, because I was like, oh my God, I want to be afraid. But I just let go. And I was like, I won't be afraid. And that was the day that the wind spoke to me, and I understood finally what it meant. And I knew it was like it cleansed me from being afraid to, you know, to come out the shadows and explore, you know, new information, and not to be stuck on, you know, what other people think I should be. It was just so much. And that was what started it, the day the wind spoke to me. So like I said, I'll have a surprise, and you know, you'll get to know these things about me. But yeah, I just wanted to give people a little background on like how everything started, and that's just the start. Like, that was in 2016, and at that time it was just like finally like it was like on the movie The Matrix, when he chose if you go take the red pill or the blue pill. And that was like the day that I chose to take the red pill. But my eyes hadn't fully awakened or nothing like that. It was almost like a fuzzy, like blur. But I knew that I was like, hey, there's more to this. So that started my journey back in 2016. And yeah, I'll have more stories about my spiritual awakening. But yes, you guys comment below if you know, you have a story to tell, or you have any questions for me. But thank you for following, and I'll talk to y'all later.